while since we saw a Mario Tennis game, and the latest one, Mario Tennis Aces, finally makes its debut on the Switch. The minute you start the game, you're immediately thrust into the game's first feature, which is Adventure Mode. It's a rather short solo experience that places you as Mario in an overworld map similar to Mario World. Here you'll be moving into different worlds, taking on different tennis challenges on different stages with unique opponents and hazards. It's a good tutorial for those starting out, as the objectives will have you use many of the game's new and old mechanics. For example, you'll be tasked to keep a rally going until you hit a certain goal, or rely on your aiming with different shots introduced in the game. Bosses in Adventure Mode are the main highlights, with each boss presenting their own creative challenge that will make you use all the skills you've learned leading up to them. There's also a leveling system, and you can even collect different types of rackets, though it doesn't really show a huge noticeable change in gameplay. The main downside to the adventure is its length. Depending on your skill, Adventure Mode will last you 2.5 hours to 4 hours. There's also little to no replay value, as the mode will only have you play as Mario, and there isn't any game mode plus to make you want to come back for more. It's a rather short experience, and once completed, you'll be yearning for more in terms of playing solo, since Adventure Mode delivers a very enjoyable single-player experience. Outside Adventure Mode, in terms of single player, you have Tournament Mode, which comes in 3 difficulty levels, Free Play, where you set up your own rules against an AI opponent, and Swing Mode, which turns the Joy-Cons into motion controllers similar to the Wii tennis games. Some modes have a single or doubles mode for those people who want to partner up, but you'll be slightly disappointed in the game's rather lackluster options for a solo experience. Also, the free play option has a rather limited UI. For example, instead of simply choosing the stage you want to play on, the game makes you deselect all the stages you don't want to play on. The game absolutely shines in multiplayer. Whether it be online or local, multiplayer games are fun and intense. There are 3 main modes to multiplayer, just like in solo, but the bread and butter of the game is the online tournament mode, where you rank up as you earn points online. It's also the main highlight of the game, as the game entices you to play online so you can unlock new DLC characters early if you participate. Online multiplayer is stable for the most part. If you took part in the online demo and experienced any hiccups, you'll be glad to hear that Nintendo has addressed most, if not all, the issues, and you'll be experiencing very little in terms of lag. Also, before each match, the game tests out the connection for 10 seconds and even has a signal bar to show you the connection's strength. If you feel the need to opt out during this, they've added that option as well. As a solo experience, the modes are rather lacking, with the tournament mode having the most replay value by having 3 difficulty settings. Once you stop by in multiplayer, whether it's local or online, the fun factor ramps up tenfold. Trust me, you won't forget the intense matches you'll encounter in multiplayer. What's the beautiful thing about Mario Tennis Aces? It's the combination of accessibility and skill. If you've never played a Mario Tennis game before, Nintendo has made it so that anyone can pick it up and play. And it's also complex enough for veterans of the series to enjoy. There are different types of shots to use against your opponents: lobs, top spins, flats, just to name a few, but the 4 new additions to the game are zone shots, zone speed, trick shots, and the new special shots. There's an energy bar that fills up as you continue the rally between you and your opponent. Additionally, using charge shots increases your energy far more than just simply hitting the ball. Managing the bar adds a new element of strategy, and activating a zone shot, a power shot that uses a portion of your energy bar when you're at a star point, puts you in a first-person mode where you target your shot. Fast and powerful, these shots can easily earn you points. If your opponents try to block the shot and misses the timing, it can lower their racket health and lead to their racket breaking, which results in a KO and earns you an instant win. In order to counter zone shots, zone speed is implemented into the game. Pressing and holding the zone shot button slows down time and speeds you at the cost of energy, which gives you the opportunity to block shots with better timing and cover distances on shots that are difficult to reach. Trick shots are the riskiest shots to perform. One flick of the right Joy-Con will send your character leaping a long distance for the ball. They're pretty hard to time, but will reward you by covering huge distances and give you ample amount of energy when done correctly. The new special shots are a souped-up version of the zone shot, with each character having their own special moves. You can still pick where to target the tennis ball, but this time it's even more powerful than a zone shot, and there's a chance that your opponent's racket can break instantly if they try to block and miss the timing. All characters are available at the get-go, with each character having their own specialty. All-rounders like Mario and Luigi are good for beginners, and characters like Boo and Rosalina with a more specialized focus are for those who've spent a little more time with the game. Each character has their own strengths and weaknesses, which add to the overall strategy on the court. Stages also come at a variety. You have your standard stages of play with no hazards between you and your opponent, and there are stages with hazards adding a layer of challenge and fun. One such stage will have you play tennis while there's a mast dividing the tennis field, and you can use the mast to bounce off your shots to fool your opponent. All in all, this is by far one of the best Mario Tennis mechanics we've seen in a long time. The new elements and gameplay mechanics create exciting moments in-game. The fact that this is both a pick-up-and-play game while being a game that focuses on strategy makes it a marvel in terms of design. Nintendo always finds a way to infuse their characters and games with charm, and the same goes for Mario Tennis Aces. From Daisy's spunky attitude to Waluigi's comedic expressions. Every small detail from the characters' facial expressions to the way they use their racket are tied to their very personalities in-game. Aside that, Mario Tennis Aces, just like other Nintendo games, sets itself aside in terms of visuals and graphics. Although it's different from other AAA titles in terms of sheer graphical design, Mario Tennis Aces is a beautiful looking game. On the technical side, playing on handheld mode will have the game playing on a resolution of 720p and it upscales to 1080 when docked. Whichever way you choose to play, the game consistently runs at 60 frames per second with little to no frame drops. It'll be hard not to notice the music in the game as it plays a huge role to the overall atmosphere. Music is paired very well with the many stages in the game, and the music also changes with the gameplay. You may start a match rather relaxed, but the music starts bumping on a tiebreaker or a match point.
40-30. Championship point.
Beyond the music, the sounds in the game add an extra layer to the tennis gameplay. There's a satisfying sound to the tennis balls as you return shots to your opponent, and to add to the detail, shots sound different depending on the charge and the type of shot. Here's the gist. On the positive side, the gameplay is outstanding. The different variety of shots coupled with the new zone mechanics offer a deep, complex gameplay that is easy to learn but hard to master. There are also a variety of characters that have their own specialties that enhances into your tennis strategy. Stages are varied and each brim with personality. Adventure mode challenges are fun, especially the bosses, and of course multiplayer are fun both online and local. On the downside, the solo experience is rather lacking on all fronts. A short adventure mode, 3 levels of tournament mode, and free play mode that has a rather limited user interface, which bogs the solo experience down a bit. Also, I forgot to mention this, but the difficulty in adventure mode skyrockets to dude, what the heck levels of difficulty. And this is more of a want than a negative, but please, Nintendo, more modes and more stuff to do for a single player experience. With that said, here's the lowdown. If you're looking for a robust single-player Mario Tennis experience, you might want to wait this game out. Although the game showcases a lot of gameplay upgrades, the $60 price point might be a little too steep. So just chill and relax and let Nintendo either add more updates like characters, stages, or modes, or wait until the price point just goes a little lower. On the other hand, if you're looking for a solid and fun local and online multiplayer, or if you're looking for a fun overall Mario Tennis bundle with both single player and multiplayer experience, this is an absolute must-buy. Shout out to you for making it all the way to the end of the video. You already know what to do. I will see you all next time. Let me know what you guys think of Mario Tennis Aces in the comments section below.